And I would like to turn it over to two students that are currently participating in D3. Aswin Navas and Zahara Sherif are two students who, if we do not pass House File 1661, will be unable to participate in early middle college. And Madam Chair, as it turned out, like you mentioned, Ms. Sherif is one of our high school page, so I think that this is timely.
Very timely, and thank you so much for taking time to be here. Welcome.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and all the representatives. My name is Zahara Sherif. I was born in Ethiopia and grew up in Kenya in refugee. I have been almost all my life been at the refugee camp. I always went to school. I never gave up educating, gaining knowledge. And I came to the United States last year in July, and I went to Wellston International High School, which gave me a great opportunity to study furthermore. And then after studying after being in Wellston International High School, I was offered opportunity to go to MCTC to learn more English, to have some classes, so like English classes. I actually give thanks to all my school teachers because they gave me this opportunity to go to college, to attend college and high school at the same time. Despite of knowing all the knowledge, all the languages, I have been looking up to English every time, because I want to be a physician assistant in my goals. Yeah, and I want to be successful in this country, in the United States, which have given me a great opportunity to study more and to be in college. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. And I'm sorry, when did you come to this country?
It was last year in July.
Oh, so only not even 2 years you've been here. Wonderful. You've done a wonderful job with your testimony. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome.
Madam Chair, member of the committee, hello, my name is Edwin Navas. I'm a student at West International High School in Minneapolis. Thank you for taking the time to hear my story. I am from Guatemala. When I was in my country, I dedicated myself to working with my parents in the harvest from Monday to Saturday. It was my routine. I received schooling until the 6th elementary grade. Because of this, I worked. What I earned was not enough to pay to attend school. I hear the United States have many opportunities to study, to work, and life serve. Then I decided to come to the United States. In 2014, arrived in Minnesota. I was 18 years old. When I arrived in Minnesota, I do not know any English. My English level was 0. In 2014, I attended West International High School. It was hard for me because of the culture shock and because I didn't know English. The language spoke here in the United States. Also, the benefits, values, or moral are different here in the United States. My first day of school was very hard because the teacher spoke to me in English. I didn't understand what they were saying, but then slowly I started to learn English. Thanks to a teacher who helped me a lot. I would also like to thank all West staff for making me feel like I belong here, and for also making West my home. In August of 2016, I started my third year studying at West International High School. My favorite classes are biology, government, and economics. West gives me the opportunity to attend the program D3 at MCTC. It has helped me to improve my English. In MCTC, I taken the writing, listening, speaking, and writing classes. It has not been easy, but this program has helped me improve my English. That is my second language. I turned 21 this year, so I will not able to continue in the D3 program at MCTC if you do not pass this bill. I hope to become a agronomist, engineer, firefighter, or to be in the army. I like these three jobs, and I would like to do in my life one of these things, or more than one. Thank you for listening to my testimony. I hope you will pass this bill so I may continue in the D3 program as I finish my high school diploma.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I have to commend both of you for your commitment to getting your education. I can't imagine how difficult it must be to come to a country where you don't speak the language. You're at the age where a lot of students may be graduating from high school and you're having to accelerate your learning, but you're both very committed, obviously, to doing that. And so my highest commendation to both of you. Did a wonderful job with your testimony. And I will be pursuing discussions with the department about categorizing you as dropouts. Mr. Uni, put that on the list for our next discussions. And Representative Erickson is echoing that as well as chair of the policy committee. Any questions for these witnesses or for Representative Lee? All right, and we are running up on time. I must say he brought delicious treats, which I will encourage everyone to grab on their way out the door. I just wanted to make sure we didn't take away from the students' testimony in passing the food around. Representative Dabney.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I certainly cannot improve upon the students' testimony. But I am seeing a connection between the last bill and this bill, and that is if we want to increase the percentage of students, or excuse me, of teachers of color, we need to be intentional about it, and the Q program allows us that. If we want to reach more kids who are not currently being well reached, these early middle programs have taken off across the state in the last few years because they work for kids that we haven't been working for. And being intentional about that, whether they're students like this who are recent immigrants or native-born students, we need to be intentional about it. So thank you for giving Representative Lee's bill a hearing and for focusing in on places where we can make some progress today.
All right, thank you, Representative Dabney. And absolutely, as we're learning, education really has to be individualized and meeting students where they are and helping them to attain where they are hoping to be. So I think Chair likes your bill very much, Representative Lee. So thank you. And with that, any final comments from you?
Madam Chair, I just want to say thank you to yourself for this opportunity to present House File 1661 and members of the committee. I urge your support and for possible inclusion in the final bill. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And thank you so much to Mr. Navas and Ms. Sharif for your wonderful testimony. And with that, I will renew my motion that House File 1661 be laid over for possible inclusion in an omnibus bill. Thank you all so much. Thank you for the treats. They look fantastic, so appreciate that.